Hey, this is Dungeon Knife and Tool.
All right, a while ago we talked about a field sharpener, and I had this in the truck, and I had this on my person, this tiny knife, and I had to cut a strap off a trailer, and this did exactly what I needed to do. Put a nice edge on it. That's all I needed to do. But look closely here onto the table. The actual very edge of this is all slanted to one side, because if you look, it can never catch the other side of that blade on the right side, no matter which way you go. So it's always going to slant over. So we're going to fix that right now. So I also said I would never use it on my good knives or expensive knives. Don't store your stones in water like I am. From what I understand, they will crack. But this is a cheap stone, and I'm going for convenience over longevity. There's a lot of really good videos out there on sharpening, so do not use me as your sharpening expert. If you want to get real in depth with sharpening, maybe check out Neve's Knives or somebody better than me on that. All we want to do is fix this little bit of an angle on here. So all we're going to do is find our angle, and we're just going to kind of take the angle off a little bit. It's probably like a 22. We just want to keep it. We're going very, very light. We're not trying to take off a lot of metal here. All we're trying to do is get that edge pushed back over where it's supposed to be. Almost there. Just that very little bit is all this thing needed. A little more. Very light pressure and trying to keep that angle. And we got it. That's all we needed to do. We can flip it over to the light stone. We can just lightly probably get a better pad for this. So I flipped it over to the lighter grit. This is a two-sided stone. That's it. We have a nice edge. Nice cutting. It's a little dirty. All right, we're not going to go too in depth. This is sharp enough for what we need. This is we're calling this. This is a work knife. It's not a show knife. We're not trying to get perfect factory edge. We just need it to work in the field. All right. You'll have to watch the video. The bonus knife segment. Well, this isn't really a knife. It's more of a utility knife. But this was my EDC for many years. You can see along the sides where it's worn down. I mean, this was my everyday carry, and I used it every day. Clearly not the same blade that's in there. What you would do with this is the same thing you would do with your standard utility knife. This is the Red Devil, made in USA. And I'm not really sure what blade that is, but it's got a cool little gold edge on it, which is awesome. And what you would do is buy a box of replaceable blades. Now, nowadays, I notice a lot of companies are putting out replaceable razor blade folding knives. Is this this might be the original, I'm not sure, but this is a Gerber. These used to be around $10. I notice they're about $20 nowadays, but kind of well worth it, to be honest with you. I worked with this thing every day, and see, here's the thing. I don't like using my regular pocket knives to open boxes because you can see the glue marks get on your blades, and I can't stand that. All right, so I don't use my regular daily carry EDC knives or my pocket knives or my favorite knives or my collectible knives for opening boxes, because then I got to oil down and rub, and it gets, I don't want to be rubbing oil against this blade to get that stuff off. So this one, you can unscrew it. Remove the blade, pop a new one in, and you're good to go. No need to clean it, because you'll just throw it away when it gets dull anyway, and you can also flip it around and have a second side. This, I think, everybody should have something like this, or something like this. Keep it on your desk, keep it in the kitchen, keep it in your shop. Opening boxes, cutting cord, whatever. Use these instead of wasting the blades on your favorite pocket knives. That's where we're at. See you next time.